Why do people stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, cities that limit them, lives that suffocate them? If they're unhappy, why don't they just leave? Today we're breaking down the real psychological reasons people stay stuck, and it's deeper than you think. The first reason is comfort. Not happiness, not joy, comfort. The human brain is wired for survival, not fulfillment. According to behavioral psychology, the brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar risk. This is connected to something called loss aversion, a concept introduced by psychologists like Daniel Kahneman. Loss aversion means people fear losing what they have more than they desire gaining something better, even if what they have is miserable. So they think, at least I know what to expect. It's bad, but it's stable. What if the next situation is worse? And that fear freezes them. Second reason, the sunk cost fallacy. This is when people stay because they've already invested too much time, energy, or emotion. I've been in this relationship for 5 years. I studied this career for 4 years. I built this reputation. They feel like leaving would mean those years were wasted. But staying in a bad situation doesn't recover your past investment. It only sacrifices your future. This is one of the most powerful mental traps humans fall into. Here's a deeper one: identity. Sometimes people don't leave because the situation became their identity. I'm the loyal one. I'm the strong one who tolerates. I'm the provider. I'm the good employee. Leaving would mean rewriting who they believe they are. And identity change feels like psychological death. So they stay, not because they love the situation, but because they're afraid of losing who they think they are. Now let's be real. Society pressures people. Family expectations, cultural norms, religious beliefs, community gossip. In many environments, especially in developing countries, security is valued more than ambition. So people hear, be grateful. At least you have something. Don't take risks. People are suffering more than you. And slowly they convince themselves to settle. Not because they're weak, but because social pressure is powerful. This one is hard to admit. Some people stay because deep down, they don't believe they deserve better. They've experienced rejection, failure, criticism, comparison. So they shrink their expectations. They tell themselves, maybe this is my level. Maybe this is realistic. Maybe I'm asking for too much. But most limits are internal, not external. In toxic relationships especially, emotional highs and lows create addiction-like attachment. Neuroscience shows that unpredictable rewards, sometimes good, sometimes bad, release strong dopamine responses. It creates dependency. That's why someone can say, I know it's bad for me, but I can't leave. It's not stupidity, it's chemistry. Here's the truth. People don't stay because they love suffering. They stay because fear feels bigger than possibility. Familiar pain feels safer than unknown growth. Identity feels harder to rebuild than a bad situation. But the cost of staying in what you hate, it compounds. Years pass, energy drains, potential dies quietly. The pain of leaving is sharp and temporary. The pain of staying is slow and permanent. So the real question is not, why do people stay? The real question is, are you staying somewhere you secretly hate? If this made you think differently, subscribe, because growth starts with awareness.